Now that's something that we'd like to see more from Ginebra. Something that is set up for Alexander, just like the way they set up Eric Meng on the post move. Alexander needs to be set up for the post move because he can score very easily from that spot.
2-point lead for Ginebra.
I think naisip din ni Coach Joseph Vichico is that if Alexander takes the shot as he goes up there for the shot, is that when he goes up for the shot, baka naman hindi na siya makakuha ng offensive rebound because he'll be out of position. So maybe ang strategy dito ni Coach Joseph Vichico, let his teammates take the shots and let Alexander get the offensive rebound. But that time, siyang pumasok doon for the attempt at the basket.
Si Calagio yung tinawagan ng foul is second personal. Mintis ang unang free throw for Chris Alexander.
Now that's a problem. If you've got your big man struggling from the foul line, you know that he's going to be fouled because he has a lot of access inside the shaded area because of his long arms and his height. And if he can't finish on those free throws, it's going to be a major handicap para sa Ginebra. He is 1 out of 6 from the line in this game.
Cortez having trouble with the basketball against Elterbrand. Here's Cortez with 5 to shoot. Pasa kay Pingris, kick out Calagio. That's an offensive foul against Calagio. Pero tayuan itong mga nasa bench ng Magnolia. Let's watch that again.
That deserves a second look. Got him on the fake. I don't know. I don't know how that can be an offensive foul.
See that
yung interpretation
lumapit pa nga si Tubit, no, papunta dito kay Calagio. Perhaps Magnolia with the case din. Meantime, here's Tubit. No go. Tapik napunta kay Pingris. Watkins will look for a teammate here. Magnolia down by 2 in the early moments of the third quarter. Quick move by Watkins and he'll score.
Makes it look so easy. He's now in double figures. Well, in the first half, nakita natin, nag-sona yung Magnolia. No? Maybe Coach Rotankin said we'll use that zone defense once more against Barangay Ginebra. That's what I mean when you try to set up Alexander. Who can stop him once he's that close to the basket?
Still a 2-point lead para sa Ginebra. Here's Calagio. That's a foul against Junti Valenzuela, his third.
Now, you don't want Valenzuela picking up fouls against Calagio. You'd rather have Valenzuela pick up fouls when he's guarding Danny Siegel.
Para sulit, kumbaga.
Oh, tama. He's such a great defender for you. So why waste his defense against someone who's not as potent to score? Especially since Valenzuela did such a good job on Siegel, limiting him to only 3 points in the first half.
Basket is good para kay Jamil Watkins. Third personal laban kay Alexander.
Now, kung magkakaroon ng problema si Alexander to stop Watkins, especially from that spin move, no? Because sabi nga natin kanina, mas magandang lateral quickness ni Watkins. Watkins has a tendency to put the ball on the floor first when he makes a spin move. So you will want another defender from Ginebra to go towards his dribble and distract him and help out Alexander in defending Watkins in that spin move to the hole.
Ball stays with Ginebra with 15 on the shot clock. We're tied at 45. Here's Tubit quickly to Alexander. They've been going to Alexander here the past few possessions and he will miss. Here's Cortez. Cortez goes to Tugade. Tugade all the way.
Too strong. Pero siya lang nakakuha ng offensive rebound.
Here's Pingris.
He will not miss.
That's all power and all energy from Pingris. And that's he's in double figures.
He loves to operate off the offensive rebound and very close to the basket. Now, kanina nakita natin Alexander going strong to the hole at hindi siya nakakuha ng offensive rebound. And that's what you give up. When you go strong to the basket, he's not in position to get the offensive rebound.
Here's Cortez. Ball will stay with Magnolia with 8:41 remaining in the third quarter.
Yung presence ni Cortez, yun ang hinahanap ng mga fans sa Magnolia. No?